Hello, and welcome to Powerful Places Podcasts. I'm your host, Gary White, and today we will hear the second part of a conversation that Elyn and I had about Glastonbury, an enigma wrapped in a mystery.
That's Glastonbury. I mean, it is this amazing, powerful place. There's something going on deep in the land itself, all that water that rises, that forms geomantic energies, under the Tor, elsewhere, lots of wells, sacred land for millennia, clearly, before Christianity came.
And destroyed over and over again. I was thinking this morning of the palimpsest, the scraping clean of parchments and rewriting
them over again. And all those things are still there, including, well, there are other places to go to. There's Magog and Gog. Gog and Magog are two ancient
oak trees,
maybe 2,000 years old.
Yes.
Located down the hill from the Tor, away from town.
Gog, unfortunately, has recently died, it appears.
Except it still radiates, its hollow, bleached skeleton radiates energy.
Yes. And Magog seems to be flourishing in spite of being nearly hollow. And
there are, offerings left there.
Yeah. And those two trees were part of a ritual processional
up to the top of the Tor. It is believed.
Yes.
And this procession would have been not Christian but Druidic.
Right.
I don't know. When we were there, we walked down this country lane and then on a small walking trail to Gog and Magog. And there was, suddenly appeared out of nowhere, this sort of elfish, impish person with a full beard and a full head of gray hair doing obeisance to Gog. And he informed us Gog was the male and Magog was the female. And that he every morning came and honored them. And another time we went back there, and suddenly out of nowhere appeared this woman, sort of goth,
flowing black
robes and hiking boots, who just strode across our path, smiled, and disappeared up the hillside. I mean, you feel it's a thin place.
Yeah, we keep feeling that these people are sent from central casting or something.
It's just a very strange place.
It is.
Very unsettling. And then there's Bride's Mount.
Mount.
The Beckery. St. Bridget is known as Bride or Bride in this area. And the story is that she, along also with St. Patrick and a few other notables, came to Glastonbury drawn by its power and set up a little community there. There's actually a carving of her on you can still see above the door of the tower on top of the Tor. And she's milking a cow. Because Bridget is associated with all kinds of things. Poetry and the hearth and fire and beer making and milk production and hospitality. So, I mean, her presence is noticeable.
And Bride's Mound would have been another little island in this shallow sea.
Yeah.
Boats could have docked there, just as the folklore describes.
Who knows? And then there's the blue bowl that somebody had guidance to bury there. It just gets.
And people thought it was the chalice.
Well, he never said it was. He had He bought it in Italy from an antiquarian dealer, and had guidance to bury it in a sort of sluice way, right next to Bride's Mount. And then some years later, two young women had guidance to go there and recover it.
And it exists even today
Yes, it used to be
at the
displayed
Chalicewell Gardens.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and, well, I mean, we could go on, but it is such a strange and unsettling place.
Yes.
It's a place filled with the commercialism and the materialist merchandising of hunger, of spiritual quest and longing, the desire for healing, for connection with the sacred. And on the one hand, that is turned into merchandising. And there are people trying to make their living off of it. I have no judgment about that. I mean, people
Have
probably
to make a living,
yeah,
of course.
yeah. But there is also that hunger they have for fame and a name and clients, and you think, who's supporting all of this?
Well, the thousands of
Oh,
tourists who
and then
come.
then there's the whole goddess stuff.
Yes.
Because in some weird and unusual and perhaps deeply meaningful way, Glastonbury is the site of goddess temples. And every August, I think it is, the end of July, early August, there is a week-long goddess festival in Glastonbury, where women come from all over to honor the goddess in her many forms. And there are street processions with women in robes and garlands, and they learn how to make ritual girdles and this temple is there all the time.
Yeah,
and
there's the goddess
ongoing
temple
goddess
there.
temple ritual and ceremony. I mean, even talking about it, I think, And we were there for the month of July. We were there for a couple weeks in June, and we went back. We're going to go back again.
I think so.
I don't know why. I find it a very unsettling place.
Indeed.
But there's something.
We keep going back there. It's amazing to me. I think part of it for me is I never feel like I have seen the place. I leave and it's like it was an illusion some way. I keep going back to try to fathom what this place is, and it's too many things to be fathomed. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's high level of drug and alcohol use on the street. There's actually substance abuse treatment centers there, which may draw people or deal with them and then spit them out. I have no clue. It's also where they say the Mary and Michael lines twine. These are deep telluric currents or energy currents, or I don't know what they are.
That are going all the way across England.
Yeah, starting in Cornwall and going at an angle that passes through Glastonbury and twines around the tour.
And then, of course, there's the tour, which might actually be a labyrinth.
Oh, on the outside of the tour, there are ledges and that some people have reconstructed as an ancient labyrinth, a sacred ritual path, and they walk it again. We haven't even begun.
No,
We haven't even
there is
begun.
no end to Glastonbury.
I mean, we went back for the month of July to try to fathom it, to try to have a sense of it. We had a feeling we should go and walk the land and really experience it. And
You can walk the land, but somehow
I don't know.
it goes beyond that.
We were there for about 10 days, and I said, I got to get out of here. And the story is that Glastonbury draws people and keeps them or spits them out. I think I got spit out. We came back. We fled to Cornwall, then we came back. It was a little better. And we're going back again. Totally bizarre.
It is a mystery.
It is. It is a very strange place.
As they say, a mystery wrapped in an enigma, or an enigma wrapped in a mystery.
Well, we were reading some booklets recently about Glastonbury, and it keeps saying Glastonbury is the heart chakra. Now, I listen to this and I go, yeah, right. I think love, compassion, not there. But Gary pointed out what they mean by the heart chakra, at least in part, is
The heart's pumping the blood.
heart's pumping.
So whatever this society is producing is getting pumped right through Glastonbury.
And it's, yeah. The heart chakra is also the balance between heaven and earth,
Right.
and masculine and feminine. It's sort of the Tai Chi symbol, if it's balanced. I don't know. I don't know. We invite you.
Glastonbury is not in itself balanced.
No, it's
That is
highly
really
unbalanced, and I think unbalanced. It's a thin place overlaid with a clamor of materialism and a clamor of various kinds of spirituality that struggle to be heard and to put themselves forward.
So you were getting ready to say we invite
Oh yeah, we
You
invite you
to
to experience Glastonbury for yourself.
see what you think.
Yeah, and let us know.
So those are our impressions of Glastonbury. For more information, go to www.powerfulplaces.info, where you will find hot links to various sites.